There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Finds his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. Oh, what a cut! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hauls it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume building, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Hits the open man. Brings him to the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Creates a little space. Oh, what a move. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Got his man out of the backfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Right on the money. Got enough space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Works the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Third down. Red zone play. Ground Dropping back, it's McMillan. Here comes the heat. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer, you got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Scrambling away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. Looking to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, I tell you, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Thurman. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Scanning the field, it's McMillan. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Houston wants to play fast. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Houston.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Under fire. Quick step and go. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's McMillan. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's McMillan. Got his man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it.
Breaks into the open. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's inside the 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. A little screen to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And on third down, you run a screen. I think you're hoping to try to get the defense in a blitz, flying up the field, throw the screen right behind them. It didn't happen. They guessed wrong. Defense did a great job playing discipline, playing sound, making the play.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. What a performance this guy is turning in. You know, Derrick Henry had a great 2,000-yard season, a bunch of 150-yard games. This guy is looking like that right now.
And if you're comparing him to somebody like that, you know he's happy. And you know he's eating. So continue to feed him the rock. Let him do the rest. Having so much success on the ground, it's hard for me to say, hey, let's be balanced. No, give that guy the ball and let him use his balance.
It's complete to the left. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. He'll try the left side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown time! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 24 over UCLA. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's McMillan. Immediately fires to the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Warren. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease. It's John. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Snap it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there. The defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not full, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football. The defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on it.
On 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Alabama! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythms.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turns it on in midfield. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it, they're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to the right. Breaks the tackle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And listen, defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles. Really good ball security by the running back.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two